Hi, friends. Today's pour is inspired by NASA's Exoplanet Superheroes video. And so it basically is explaining how the different telescopes in unison are able to capture a great deal of more detail information about these exoplanets that are being discovered on a daily basis. And I'm inspired by the ability of the Jameson web of having ultra violet light or vision, and being able to detect all of these bodies in the universe, and the ability for it to show in color and such vivid color. So I'm super inspired by that. I think it's beautiful, it's exciting, it's scary at the same time. So that's why I'm going to do this. So I'm using the green phthalo light by Golden as the base because it is so beautiful and mysterious, if you will. Very similar to, in terms of hue and stuff, to the colors that we saw in the beginning of this video. So I'm starting off with Neon Violet by Artist Loft, which is probably one of my favorite purples. So it is kind of light when it's wet, but then it dries like this electric purple that is stunning. It's just so beautiful. Now, I'm at this very moment, I had to go get some of my other paints. I had forgotten to get these squared here, so I went to grab some of them. And so basically, the colors that we saw in the NASA video are the same colors that I'm going to be utilizing. Other than lime purple, I'm not gonna not purple, lime green. I'm not using the lime green because that will surely produce mud with the purple. So green and purple make mud. Green and orange make mud. Yeah, so I'm already sort of on the edge with this Pearl Sage by Arteza, and also the green phthalo light, because it is green, but it's not as deep, and also kind of has like a bluish tint to it. So that's why I'm utilizing this and not the lime green. The lime green surely would create mud. So, but yeah, here you go. These are the colors that I'm using. This one that I'm pouring right now is the Pearl Sage, and now the green phthalo light by Golden, and the green sage is by Arteza. I also put in their turquoise blue by Amsterdam. I also put in ultramarine by Amsterdam. Right now I'm putting turquoise. No, this one is bright aqua by Liquitex Basics. And then next, now I'm doing the turquoise blue by Amsterdam. These colors are just so beautiful. I love colors. And obviously, probably more now than ever. The ones that I have issues with for me is the yellows. Yeah, yellows are not good for me. And the different shades of lime green. So this one is this yellow that I use at the end is cadmium yellow deep hue by Liquitex Basics. I also have cadmium yellow deep hue by Golden, and so sometimes I always have to remember what the tube or looked like, because the golden is a jar, and the Liquitex Basics is a little tube. And so, in addition to my experimenting with these colors for NASA, this is the first time I'm using a comb to do a comb rack. Not super successful because I think I dragged it too deeply, but it's my first attempt, so I'm excited about that. I think this is like super cute. So what I'm gonna do in the future is, first I am going to cover my canvas almost till the very tip, still leaving a little bit of negative space, and then do the comb rack. Because I think it can have like it can kind of make it look translucent, like yeah. So I don't know if you caught that, but yeah. So but because I did it before I had merged the two ring pores, I do see the difference there. But yeah, so the idea is that, sort of thinking about the way the telescopes work, and how like one is able to capture temperatures and can detect what types of gases are there. Other can detect the colors and that sort of thing. So that's why I did two different ring pours with the same kinds of paints in there. So I mean, they're still looking at the same heavenly bodies, but they're looking at a different perspective, with different perspectives. And so yeah, so that's what's inspiring in this pour. And I'm also bent on leaving negative space on this one. And so I'm gonna try very hard, my very hardest, to leave some negative space. I've been toying with the idea for the past couple of pours, and but this one I am determined to do so. And yeah, so hopefully it works out. So the hard part here is that wooden support in the middle of the canvas almost catches the paint, so it doesn't allow it to really become one. So it basically they're like two separate. Obviously, they are two separate ring pours, but usually when I do two or three pours, I can merge them into one entity, so that when I'm actually tilting, I can tilt uniformly. And this time it's not wanting to allow me to do that, but it's okay. I'll manage somehow. And so I used two 7-ounce cups, so that's 14 ounces. So it's more than enough paint. So I will need to tilt some of this off if I want to keep this negative space. And but I really love the color, so second guessing myself here. But yeah, and I've heard other artists say that like you have to go into a pour with like an idea of what you want to do, but be willing to allow the paint to tell you what it wants to become. And so even though I went in thinking that I wanted to do something that related to the exoplanets that are being discovered because of the ring pours that I was pouring, obviously wrecking it and having two different pours on the same canvas. I'm still want to let this tell me what it wants to become. So Like here, I think this is like right here, I would have been like super happy with it had I left it like this. But no, I continue to tilt. And it's because this is the first time I'm actually leaving negative space, and so look, this would have been perfect. You know, this is perfect, but I'm itching to take away that bit of negative space on the edge. Sometimes you just have to edit yourself. Oh, it's too bad. But, I mean, you see, I knew it. I knew it. I just, I can't help myself. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad because when I show you the negatives, I'm not getting the negative space, but when I show you a close up of the wet piece or the final piece, you'll see that they're the colors are so beautiful. They really are stunning. And I just wish, like I said, that I left more of the negative space. Like that negative space that I'm taking away right now. That was beautiful. But sometimes you just have to stop. Now, this still looks beautiful because in addition to like having the the essence of the exoplanet, it could also be like a landscape. You know, the earth, it could be like a river and like the green phthalo light. It could be like the horizon, if you will. And the aqua and turquoise down here could be water, like a body of water. So yeah, so there's lots of different beautiful things that you can see. Now, I'm adding more of the green phthalo light on top because when I put in the base coat, I didn't catch my edges, and so I want to make sure that those edges are covered and look beautiful when it dries. So I decided to put a little bit more of the green phthalo light, and I just love that color anyway. I think it's beautiful. It's really hard to detect, really. I mostly see it as white, but there's just like a tiny hint of it not being white, which I think is beautiful. So now let me take you in for a close up. See how beautiful this aqua green is? It's just so pretty. And then how it combines with the dioxazine purple as well as the neon violet and the I also have pearl amethyst. I have pink tulip in here. I have turquoise blue and or blue turquoise by Amsterdam. I have ultramarine. I have golds in here. I have a lot of gold in here. So I think it's going to dry super shimmery. Now towards the end there, that area that looks kind of murky and stuff, it's actually the gold. And so when it dries, it's going to be super shimmery right there. And like I said, I love the way these colors interact, and it just reminds me, these colors remind me of the video that I saw. There's all these purples and blues, and it's so beautiful. I'll show you right here. Yeah, except for the lime green because I'm afraid of it. Sorry. Thank you for watching this till the end. I appreciate your support and your feedback. So let me know what you think. I look forward to learning more about HD189733b, aka Hot Jupiter, via these amazing telescopes. See you at the next one. Thank you so much.